Mabuhay everyone, Mark Chess here and welcome to the channel. For all of you who are new to the channel, I review basketball sneakers most of the time here in this space, and I also do travel vlogs, tech vlogs, unboxing stuff. And if you want more of those, let me know what you think and let me know what videos I should make next, aside from reviewing performance basketball sneakers. But this is what I love. I love playing basketball. For all of you who are new here, if you like playing basketball, if you're a normal guy like me and you want to know what sneaker is for you, stay locked in this channel. Please hit that subscribe button down there and that notif bell so you'll be notified for my newest videos. And of course, I do raffles too, so stay tuned for that. And maybe you'll be winning some of my sneakers, some of my giveaways, so stay locked in this channel, alright? And today, without further ado, I'll be reviewing the all-new Adidas Dame 6. This is the Adidas Dame 6, Damian Lillard's signature shoe, 6th signature shoe, and it comes with this rootless colorway. That is what they're calling this colorway. Majority of the color blocking of this colorway is black with hints of pink and volt, which is very nice, and cushion is white on the medial side of the sneaker. So let's talk about the upper of the sneaker first. Upper material of the sneaker is made out of mostly mesh around the toe area going to the tongue, and going to the back it's mostly mesh. And with this colorway there are hints of some premium materials like suede here in the toe box area. Also the lining on the lateral side that is encaging this net material is also suede, which is, I think, a nice dope accent for this colorway. I'm not sure for the other colorways if they're using the same materials like they use here in the rootless colorway, but let's stay tuned for the other colorways. I like the combination of the materials of the sneaker. And the top part of the tongue, it is heat pressed to make the tongue a little bit thinner but still very comfortable. And as for performance wise, on the toe box area, the mesh, as you know, mesh is very standard and it does its job. Support on the toe box area, it doesn't stretch that much and you're very locked in. And as for durability, mesh is quite okay with durability, and don't worry because the traction of the sneaker goes up in the toe area and encases your foot. It helps in the toe drags and sudden stops, so the mesh upper won't be handling much of the tension. It is the traction, the rubber compound of the traction, that is absorbing most of the tension when you're doing stops and lateral movements. So as for durability, you're very well taken care of. And of course, support, the caging of the traction also helps in the support. Lateral support, you're very well caged. And like I've said, in the lateral area where this suede panel goes around, it also helps as lateral support. It doesn't stretch that much here. It's just not for aesthetics. This net area is very rigid. It doesn't stretch at all. Lateral to medial to the heel part or the ankle part, you're very well supported there. It is a very strong material, quite similar to the material used in the Jordan 34s. If you have those, it's the same material in the lateral part. On the medial side of the sneaker, you can see the tension strap, which also looks like 3 stripes, and it is exposed. So this strap gives you support. It wraps your foot and really pulls down your foot down to the footbed. It is also here in the lateral part, but it is on the inner part of the net material, so you can see it that much, but you can see a hint of it inside, and it's in the pink colors. It really holds your foot down in the footbed. Just really fasten your laces really tightly or whatever you feel comfortable with, and you're good to go. You're really strapped down here in the forefoot area, midfoot, and some around near the ankle area. So the location of these straps are really well thought of. It is placed in the parts of the sneaker where you really need support. So that's another good detail found in the Adidas Dame 6. And as for the lacing system of the Dame 6, it is a traditional tongue lacing system, which is really nice because you can really customize where you want it to be tight, where you want it to be loosened up a bit. Tongue is also strapped in down in the footbed, so it won't be moving that much, which is a nice attention to detail for the Dame 6 too. And now moving on to the back part or the heel part of the sneaker, there's an internal heel counter for heel support, heel lockdown, and heel containment. Just tighten the laces up and you're really contained around the heel part. This is a low-cut sneaker, but ankle protection is enough in the Dame 6. I like the positioning also of the Achilles pillows, but it's not in the Achilles. It's more around the ball of your ankles. So it is more of an ankle pillow. It is very plush around the ankle. When you really tighten up the last lace loops of the laces, you can really feel the ankle pillows touching your ankle joints. So as for comfort around the ankle, this is a very nice, comfortable sneaker to have. And for all of those who are concerned with this pull tab on the Dame 6, a lot of you have been messaging me if it's touching my ankle or my Achilles, if it's disturbing me. No, it's not. Never felt it when I was playing, so that's not a problem for this one. As for the insole, it's the standard insole of an Adidas basketball sneaker, which is also quite nice. Touching it inside, there's a strobo board, but it is a soft strobo board and you can feel the light strike cushion when you're pressing it. As for the ventilation of the upper, it is on the cool side. There's enough air circulation around your foot. The materials are very thin and the mesh upper is thin, and also the net part, it is still very thin, so air circulation or ventilation on the Dame 6 is not a problem. And now moving on to the highlight of the sneaker. This is the first thing that I noticed on the Dame 6 and I was really quite impressed with it. I thought it will feel the same like in the Hardened Volume 4s. I was not that impressed with the light strike in the Hardened Volume 4, honestly speaking. With this one, I was caught off guard. I thought it would feel the same like the Hardened Volume 4, so I'll be doing a comparison with the Volume 4s and the Dame 6, so that's a little hint. With the light strike cushioning on the Dame 6, I felt it to be a little thicker, especially on the forefoot area. And on the heel part also, it is very nice. So around the forefoot area, I felt it to be a little bit thicker, but not too thick. You're not too high off the ground. You can really feel the bounciness of the light strike right off the box. Of course, impact protection in the light strike in the forefoot is also very nice. And the bounciness, that's what I was impressed with, the light strike cushioning of the Dame 6. Of course, in the heel part of the Dame 6, I don't know if they changed the density. I don't know if it's made out of a thicker slab of light strike also around the heel part, but you can feel the impact protection more here compared to the Hardened Volume 4s. If you're looking for that boost feel but without the weight of the boost, light strike on the Dame 6 is a must try. If it's the first time you'll be trying light strike cushioning, this is the way to go. What's another nice thing about the cushion setup of the Dame 6, the light strike also cradles your foot, so it gives you more support from the forefoot area going back to the sneaker. You won't be sliding off anywhere around the footbed. Really quite impressed with the cushion setup. Like I've said, no break-in time needed. You can really feel the bounciness around the forefoot, and as for the heel impact protection, it's really nice. So thumbs up on the cushioning setup of the Adidas Dame 6. Moving on to the traction. This is a mixed feeling on the traction because the traction on this colorway is translucent. The first time that I wore this, the court was dusty. I thought it was the same feeling that I had on the Dame 5, the first colorway that I had. But I asked around my teammates and the opponents if they were slipping or if the floor was dusty, and I noticed that none of us were really gripping hard on the floor. So that's a sign of relief for me because I really like the cushioning on the Dame 6. The traction is the make or break on this sneaker. You need to wipe it if you're playing on a dusty court. What I've noticed when I was playing on the dusty court, it was still squeaking, but I was sliding. I was gripping quite a bit, then I was sliding. So that's not a good feeling. It was still squeaking. And the second time and the third time that I played with the Dame 6, I was playing on a very clean court and another court was a slightly moist court. The grip was awesome on both courts. So I think that's the main problem, is just dust. It picks up a lot of dust quickly, especially if you're playing in a really dusty court. Since this is a translucent outsole, before I did the video, I wish that I didn't rub it, but if you can see that, I can see some particles flying right now. There's still dust there, so it picks up dust quickly. That's a thing to watch out for. I have yet to find out if it will improve as I use it more, but on a clean court and a semi-moist court, I was really gripping really hard, so no problems there. So the only enemy is dust. The disclaimer on the first time that I wore this, one of my friends was wearing the Kobe 9, one of the best tractions out, but he was also sliding around the gym that day. I think it was really dusty that time, so I wouldn't blame the Dame 6 for that, but you just need to wipe it if you're playing on a dusty court and you're good to go. Another detail that I love that they put on the Dame 6 is they put a traction very similar to the Kyrie on the medial part. So if you're a guard, if you are shifty, you have extra traction around the medial part of the sneaker, which is quite nice. I'm not sure with the Dame 5s, I have it here. Dame 5s didn't have traction on the medial part of the sneaker, so that's another upgrade on the Dame 6, which is one aspect that you will appreciate, especially if you're a shifty guard, if you are doing crossovers and sidestepping, Euro-stepping. All right, for traction, dusty court, wipe it on a clean court and moist court, you're good to go. Now for the sizing of the Adidas Dame 6, half a size down for regular footers, and for wide footers, go true to your size. For wide footers, I don't think you'll have a problem because there's enough toe space around the forefoot area, so you won't have a problem with Adidas Dame 6. And as for the weight of the Dame 6, it is weighed 392 grams. So it is really one of the lightest sneaker out right now. Kudos to Adidas, because Adidas basketball sneakers are known to be heavy sneakers even for a guard sneaker, but with this one, this is the lightest. It is quite comparable to a Kobe's. I actually weighed the PG3s earlier, and the PG3s way heavier compared to the Dame 6, and the PG3s is one of the lightest shoe out right now. Kudos to Adidas for making a very light sneaker. You feel very light on the Dame 6, and on hand feels very light, on feet feels very minimal. So for a guard or you're a player who wants a minimal sneaker, if you're into Kobe sneakers, I know a lot of Kobe sneaker lovers like the Kobe line because of its weight. So if you want to try an Adidas sneaker, this is the way to go. It's very light and the cushion is very nice on Adidas Dame 6. Another cherry on top of the Adidas Dame 6 is the price point. It is just 6,000 pesos. It's one of the most budget sneakers out right now, and it's just 110 US dollars. So props to Damian Lillard. I know he pushed this to make it a really budgeted price sneaker, but still giving the light strike tech on this sneaker and with the very nice materials, especially with this colorway. Very nice combination of materials with the suede, and it's very well built. It looks very premium for me. Let me know what you think about the sneaker, if it looks premium. For the price point, for the tech that you'll be getting, it is really worth the price. So Adidas Dame 6, highly recommended by me. Try it if you want a low-cut sneaker and a very nice cushion setup, and it is very light, very minimal, and maybe wait for other colorways for the traction to be a solid rubber outsole. It's the only make or break on this Dame 6, like on the Dame 5s. I have to buy this one and test it out. It's completely different from the first one that I got in terms of performance. This one performed really well compared to the first one, the China colorway that I had. The traction on that was really bad, so it really depends on the rubber compound that they use on the traction. So for the Dame 6, like I've said, highly recommended. Get it if you want on your nearest Adidas store. I think with this colorway, it ran out pretty quickly. I got this, the last 10.5. It was the last pair on the display. I got the display unit. So wait for the other colorways to come out. Let me know, guys, what you think about the Adidas Dame 6. Would you be copying this pair? If you have any questions, hit me a comment down below. Like this video. If you haven't, thank you for watching this video. Once again, this has been Marches. I hope I help you guys out once again. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.